oh my God, they're coming for me now. I just called them out. What's going to happen now?
Congratulations for this incredible opportunity that you could work with Disney. I really enjoyed watching the series, and I have to say I learned a lot about Nigeria and Lagos. Thanks for introducing your culture.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My first question, so when Disney approached to you, how did you feel, and did you agree to collaborate straight away, or were there any conditions that were a must to you?
After the first approach, there was a lot of skepticism from our side because we were a startup, we're quite small. And also the double skepticism for me personally, because they found us from a clip of me saying we're going to kick their,
Yeah, I
Now,
saw that.
from that, somebody approaches you. Your first thought is not like, oh my God, we're going to collaborate. My first thought was like, oh my God, they're coming for me now. I just called them out. What's going to happen now? That was the first thought. And then the second one was more like skeptical, like, it can't really be them. For us, is this really Disney? So it was from that kind of angle. And then we had a few conversations. And then it kind of evolved from there. Disney, Ziki, you want to add a bit more context on the conversation and the evolution of it?
Going back to your question, I wouldn't necessarily say that there were a specific list of demands that we wrote down, because the conversation we had with the folks at Disney was very organic, and we were talking for a very long time. It was several months. So we had the opportunity to really get to know them very well. We even went over to LA to visit the studio, and it became really clear to us that they're very director-led and storyteller-led company and studio. And so because we had the faith that ultimately all they wanted to do was help us showcase our own vision, then it became a no-brainer to engage in this collaboration.
It was really different also for me to watch. So thanks that you took that opportunity. Maybe for all of you, in only one word, what does Disney animation movies stand for you, and what does they stand for, Eva Chu?
Joy. Disney animation movies, joy.
Ziki, you wanna go? I'm still thinking.
Exploration.
Yeah.
2 words. Damn. I'll go with one. Magic. Let's go. Magic.
That's what I thought you'd say.
The series are so set in a futuristic Lagos. But why did you decide to include such hard and ugly topics like kidnapping, traffic, poverty? Why was that important to you?
Because authenticity is really important to us. Even before this collaboration at Kugali, one of our main things was always to be authentic to the various cultures that we seek to represent, and that also applies to this story as well. Ultimately, this story is a love letter to Lagos. We wanted to showcase a world that is very much rooted in contemporary Lagos. And as beautiful as Lagos is my hometown, my city, there are also harsher truths and realities that exist in this world. And so it was important to us that we showcase the full breadth of the Lagosian experience.
Yeah, believe me, I wish I invented Lagos traffic because I wouldn't have to suffer through it in real life. But I live in Lagos, and you never get used to the traffic. Lagos is one of the most crowded cities in the world. I know we're in top 10. I don't know where we rank in top 10. So the traffic is always crazy. There is a literal island and mainland and the wealthier parts of society lives mostly on the island. So again, that is not made up. So like Ziki said, it's inspired by real Lagos.
There's a quote that literally was forming in my mind right now, which is something doesn't tend to be beautiful because it's perfect. It tends to be beautiful because of how it handles the imperfect things. And this actually it just came to my mind right now. I think that captures that element really, really well.
You need these flying cars for Lagos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Disney fans love Easter eggs. My question is, have you hidden any?
A lot.
A lot. Quite many. I would say, just first of all, anyone from Lagos or from Nigeria would recognize a lot of the things in the background Even if some of them, we made futuristic versions of them, but the generators that people use to power their houses and their shops, the way people sell things in traffic to moving vehicles, the water, if you see in the market scene, they're drinking water out of these tiny sacks,
plastic.
not bottle, but all those things are from real life Lagos. Then we have Easter eggs that reference some form of older Disney movies, Easter eggs that reference Kugali. For example, in the car, you see the Kugali masks on the dashboard. So there are quite a few Easter eggs, yes.
Would you say like one of the Disney references maybe for the fans?
I laugh in the face of danger.
Thank you very much for this short interview. It was really a pleasure for me to meet you guys, and I can't wait that everyone can see your work. It's really awesome. Thanks a lot.